Brilliant. And I'm looking at now some Art Nouveau circles. That's what we're going to look at right now. Really easy to do, really fun. Do you know anything about Art Nouveau at all? You might recognize it. You know, it's one of those styles that you might recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so go on, sorry.
I don't know much about it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You don't need to. I just want to check in case you're an expert before I go into it. We're going to start off by just doing a bit of doodling, and it would be great if you have a Sharpie.
Okay. Sharpie.
Or anything, any black pen. A fine line would be great. And also a pencil. We're going to start off with a pencil. And an eraser, a rubber, if possible. And some paper. So I'm going to switch camera now to my desktop.
Do you know, by the way, it was quite difficult to get attached, to get to see. And so I had to click on the 1 o'clock one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
make
sure that...
faffing around.
Okay, sorry to hear that. I'm not sure what's happened there. So when you clicked on the link, it didn't connect. Is that right?
No, and then I thought it was tried all sorts, and then when I eventually just thought, I'll click on the 1 o'clock one, it sort of went through then.
How odd. Okay, hopefully it's just a glitch this week, but thanks for letting us know. And my camera's doing funny things, which it didn't do this morning. It's a bit odd. It's going in and out of focus. Should be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start with a pencil. And I would just encourage you to just start to just draw circles on your paper, just to loosen up. Just do loads of circles. And I go around twice, so go once, twice, like that. And it just frees up the hand. And it's really mindful. And also, when you've done a whole page of these, you can use them later for some colouring in. You could go over them with a pen, colour in the parts where they intersect. You could do whatever you want with this. It's just to get you warmed up, just to get your eye in and to enjoy making circles. So I think that's really cool, because you could actually, you know, these bits, these intersections, I love how these are created. Can you see these ones?
Yeah.
So you could go through the whole image there, working into that however you want. So that's just warming up, thinking about circles. So still thinking about circles with a new piece of paper on the back of that one, whichever. Just do a nice big circle like that. You can go around it several times. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then the thing about these Art Nouveau circles is that they were like frames. I'm going to show you a couple of examples that I've done. They were like frames that often there wasn't anything inside, but they had this sense of a circular frame and then flowers or other designs joining into that frame and sometimes going outside them. And there were circular ones like this, very simple design. And here are some which we're going to do, which have floral doodles, which kind of tie into what Sarah has been doing this week, and the video that will come later. And these floral lines, this sort of foliage, very loose, very flowy, they connect with the frame of the circle, and they're also outside. And these are really loose ones because we're keeping it sort of doodly. And then this one the curves, you know, they're very characteristic of Art Nouveau. So you've got this hasn't, I didn't actually finish it, but the frame, so this circular frame part, I would emphasize more. And then can you see that these designs connect? They connect to it. They sort of flow into it. So creating doodles and then connecting these sections to the frame, and that was a characteristic. So we're going to do a couple, and you've got your circle. Have you done a circle in pencil like that?
Yeah.
Great. So then I would just rub out a section here. We're going to get a flower coming out there, and then say in the opposite section sort of area, rub out a section there as well, and maybe a bit here. So I've got sort of three parts. I think I might do one here as well, just a little bit there. So it's not too clear, but hopefully you can see that I've rubbed out a part here and a part here, a part here, here. Yeah, so just being really free and easy and thinking this isn't a perfect drawing, you know, we're just using the Art Nouveau structure to create something new. It doesn't have to be perfect, this is just practice. So what I would do is now start to draw a line that can be like a frame, beginning of a frame, and then another one. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle, you're just using your pencil lines as a guide, because I like to sort of come away from things being perfect. The ones you saw, you know, some of them I drawn around this bowl. So you can create, you know, a more uniform circle if you want, but I like the characteristics that come about when we do things freehand. So, and then just let's double that line up. So you've got this sort of sense of a frame going on, if you can. Doesn't matter if it's wonky.
And this is with this permanent marker, is it?
Yeah, a permanent marker or a fine liner. It's just about getting a bit of confidence, you know, it's just, you know, who cares? Let's just get marks down. And I like pens because they're really clear. You get a really strong line, and it kind of gets away from that perfectionism of doing something in pencil first and then going over it in pen. So we've got a guide from our pencil circle, but now let's just go for it with the pen and not worry too much. So you've got a sort of frame, and now let's just do some drawings of some leaf shapes, which I'll just show you, which are just going to connect with the line, with the frame, and also go outside of it. So let's just do a sort of swirly pattern here, and then maybe a really simple flower like that. Let's just keep it really simple. And then here, maybe we'll do a flower sort of coming in like this. And then here, maybe quite a large one coming out like that. And maybe this one comes in like this. So we've got this sense of things connecting to the frame, but also coming outside it. And this is what Art Nouveau flower circles look like. And then we can maybe add a few more leaves. So the Art Nouveau leaves were really simple, like this. So coming off the frame and out like that.
Okay.
And then you could do another one that comes all the way up. Maybe it goes under another one like this. You choose, you're the master of your Art Nouveau circle. And then I might just bring that frame down like this. And maybe do a little bit like that. How's it going?
Good, yeah, well, you know. Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
well, you're doing it. You're doing it. So maybe a small bit like that.
Okay.
And then here, I'm going to continue that frame ender like that. So it looks like it's coming out, but it's sort of coming over.
Oh.
You okay?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, it's just the
Yeah.
phone charger because I couldn't get the laptop to work. So, let me just see how much. Oh yeah, we're on 20%. It should be right.
So then I'm also doing some leaves that come in like this. And it's sort of, they sort of keep around the outside. That's what's interesting, I think.
Yeah.
And then you could add a bit of detail if you wanted to the flower parts. And then maybe some lines which sort of bring this sense of intertwining. So it might not look like it's part of the flower that we've drawn.
Yeah.
But there are often these sort of lines that sort of connect the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then what I'd probably do is if I continue with this, I would fill in, just not always, you know, sometimes things were left very open, but you could have, you know, quite a strong outer frame like this, just to give that sense. And then you might want to fill in some of the leaf parts as well. And it would give that, because the contrast with the white space that's left would increase. You then have that real sense of white space, because you've made these leaves full. Does that make sense? I'm not explaining it very well. But when you fill in the surrounding leaves and frame, you then make this white stand out even more. So these bits, because Art Nouveau was also a lot about negative space and things that were left, so symmetry and smooth shapes and smooth forms, and things that were sort of left white or spacious. How's it going?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Great.
Yeah. Those lines make it look like you're kind of looking through a gap in like a film or something, you know, like a...
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah, a kind of window.
Yeah.
So I'll turn it round as well because it's might look different that way too.
Yeah.
So this one to me kind of, this needs a little bit here, I think. There's also the motif in Art Nouveau circles. I'll do another one, which, and just for the sake of time, I'm just going to draw around this bowl. Now this was really common when you had lines and dots. So you might have a leaf coming off here like that, and then maybe a leaf coming up here. My camera's upside down, I'm afraid, but I will turn it round in a second because I'm working on a particular table and I couldn't get it to stay on the other part, but never mind. You get the idea.
I'm just going to have to go upstairs for the phone charger.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Yeah.
Great. So all I've done is drawn some lines around the circle. So they're like big S's really, you know, or big curves. You don't have to be perfect. You can just think nice loose leaf shapes, and then a bit of a curl there. And then what was really popular in Art Nouveau was these dots that you saw quite frequently, and they increased in size like that. So lots of sort of almost like ferns that have been simplified, or sort of ears of corn or something. So you could just do little dots increasing in size and then decreasing. And it's really simple, but it's really effective.
Yeah.
So do a nice sweeping line like that, bit of a curl, and then some dots down there.
Well, they're like sort of bluebells, aren't they, before they come out or something?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There we go. So that's a really quick introduction to doing these Art Nouveau circles. And it's just about doing sort of sweeping lines and just being loose and easy about it. And also you could do, these ones are really easy to do. If you ever wanted to sort of do a frame for something, a couple of circles, one inside the other, and then just draw the circles inside. And because the gap will dictate to you how big you draw your circles. And I always start with this one at the middle point, because then you'll see you can be symmetrical or not, doesn't matter. So yeah, I hope that was fun, at least, or give you some ideas.
Yeah, well, they're not too. I'll show you mine.
Yes, please.
Can you see it?
I can't see it actually.
Let's try it. I'll try and just put the phone that way up. Oh no, it's all gone. There we go.
because I can't actually see your, can you turn on your camera?
Ah, right. That would help. Start. Allow. Okay, maybe that's it.
Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at that.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
That one I've just,
Lovely work.
not so good.
Yeah, beautiful. No, it is. It's great. The thing is, it's just a structure, isn't it, to get you drawing? Because sometimes we don't know where to start. And I like the circle as a structure to do some drawing around it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And it's just something to doodle around.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Sarah's video, will be a very beautiful, flowy demonstration to go from simple doodles to creating flowers in a very free form space, in a painting space or in a drawing space. And then with this, I've sort of, for a very short amount of time, I thought, right, circle format, Art Nouveau. And if you look at Art Nouveau floral circles, there are lots of these that they're really quick and easy to do. And you might want to do something inside them or not. I think they're lovely as they are.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
So